Hello, Taurus. So I've already gone ahead and pulled you guys out a card during your pre-shuffle, and your message is open your heart. All right, Taurus, this says, I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. All right, so this is not a time to neglect your feelings and push them aside because they're just inconvenient to you. Nope, this week Spirit is asking for you to really analyze them and allow yourself to feel these feelings so that they can come out. Okay, so if anything, if you have been suppressing any feelings and they keep coming up and you keep getting frustrated about it, even if it's being triggered or grieving something or grieving the loss of an opportunity or a potential of something, whatever it is, allow it to come through. Anger, even as well, allow them to come through so that they can leave. All right, because the more that we suppressing ourselves, suppressing these feelings and stopping ourselves from feeling them because they're uncomfortable or whatever, they're not going to be able to leave. It's almost like, they need to come out the bottle. I'm seeing a bottle with a lid on it and you guys are screwing the lid. Like, no. But anyway, let's see what else is going on for you guys for the rest of the week. So not only do we have open your heart, what else do we have for Taurus this week, please, Spirit? Exchanging gifts. Sorry, I'm holding my deck upside down. Exchanging gifts. So this is about an equal exchange coming through. So I always hear the saying with this card, which is like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, which is basically when you are not able to do something for yourself, somebody helps you and you help them as well. It's almost like an exchange of favors. So let's see how this comes through. This is always a card that I'm not entirely sure about, aside from the fact that there is an exchange going on. So let's see what else is going on for you guys, Taurus. Please, Spirit, let's see for Taurus this week, please, Spirit. Okay, we'll take it. Action. And you see this constantly two people here. So some of you could be, collaborating with others at this time, or this could be, you and a friend or you and a partner in some way, because it feels like there could be like a pact. I don't know, you and your friends or you and a partner could really be each other's like accountability partners. That's what I'm feeling. It's almost like making a pact with someone and then like rushing towards it together. I quite like this. But anyway, without that being, your situation, it does feel like Spirit is calling for you to take some action this week. All right, we have this yin and yang energy, this black and white, which reminds me of the Chariot, because they usually got two sphinxes in front, one black, one white, representing duality, right? The yin and yang of life. So it feels like you're coming through in a balanced way. For some of you, this is you dealing with your shadow self. All right, that is you balancing and understanding those feelings and that anger and those unprocessed traumas and feelings. It feels like when you no longer neglect that side of yourself and you actually look at it and give it what it's wanting, which is usually attention and love, then you're able to kind of make friends with that part of yourself too. Maybe some of you are dealing with feelings like shame or whatever. It feels like you're making a pact with somebody, even if it's your higher self. All right. And I'm touching my heart here. It could also be your heart too. But anyway, let's see what's going on for you. Now, action is all about moving forward. So I do like this. And it's good in all areas of your life where things are being called to go. Like there's a go, go, go energy, fast action. Let's see what else. I'm hearing a fast sprint. Vanity, all right, pay attention to that. Let's not go into that. It's okay to desire things, but when that desire is only because of what people will think about you, then it is not really what your heart is calling for you to do, is it? Right, let's see. We have vanity, we have bittersweet, sorry, can't speak, and isolation. What's interesting is all of these are blue, and this is the Chakra deck, so this is all about the colors are important. And for you guys, it's really emphasizing your throat chakra, expressing yourself. And maybe for some of you, it's not just about your heart. Maybe it's about expressing your feelings. Some of you need to speak it out loud, even if it's just to yourself. Like maybe journaling could be really good for you guys at the moment, or actually admitting to yourself how you feel. Throat chakra is all about truth, clarity, right? It's all about self-expression and expressing your truth. So for a lot of you, maybe that's an area that might need your focus. So with vanity coming through is about making sure that we are happy with what we have got. All right, it's okay to want more, but when we're doing that without any gratitude for what we've already done and what we already have and what we're privileged to have, then of course, then it becomes a bit of a challenge, right? Then it becomes vain. We're wanting things because we want people to see us and see us in a certain light. This is saying to make sure it's coming from the heart here. Now you also have bittersweet, if I can pick it up, which says that maybe at this time there is a little bit of mixed feelings going on. You know, in the story of this card, they are celebrating a birthday, but they're also grieving a loss. So for some of you, maybe you are still grieving something, like we said, with the open your heart card. It could be a loss of an opportunity, loss of a person. It usually represents maybe an anniversary coming up here that's making you feel quite low or upset, or maybe you're going through two different situations at the moment where there is some happiness coming through, but you know, you're still grieving some kind of loss in some way. Let's see what else. You also have isolation. Whenever this card comes in, I never want us to isolate, especially because it's the throat chakra card, all about expression. So for some of you, I feel like it's putting yourself out there, making friends, having an accountability partner or a friend by your side to help you keep on top of certain things that maybe you feel like you need some company. And I don't know what they're saying with that, but anyway, isolation. It's okay to isolate yourself from time to time if we're analyzing, just like the hermit, looking at life from a higher perspective and reflecting. But when we get too comfortable with that and restrict ourselves from going out and doing things and learning and growing and expanding our experiences with people, then it becomes a bit of a problem. Okay, so anyway, you're being called not to make excuses for yourself, because this little person here has an invitation in their hand and is saying, I don't have anything to wear, whilst they're looking at a nice suit that they've been saving for a special occasion. So it's almost like not making excuses for yourself is quite important. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you guys. Let's get you some of these. For Taurus, for Taurus, please, Spirit. Oh my God, look, there's perfectly 3 here. Let's see what they are. No way. These are all from Aries. That's crazy. I'm going to take it just because the way that it came out was super weird. So you guys seem to have this kind of like every week. I feel like you're having something similar to Aries. Feel free to be free. Free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be. Express yourself. Made for you. Yes, your gut feeling is right. Stop overthinking and go for it. Express love. Act with love. Sorry. Act with love. Show how loving you are. Let go of ego and choose love. Okay. Again, a lot to do with the heart space there, but I'm going to dive into the tarot for you to see what else is going on. Let's get an overall energy for this week. For Taurus, please, Spirit. Energy of the week. The Sun. Wow, god damn. Now, that is the best card in the deck. All right, so it is an incredible card to have as your overall energy. It's all about happiness, success. All right, childlike energy. You know, it's about being free, which makes sense with the feel free to be free. Interesting, the white horse and horses in general showing up in your reading, which represents freedom. And so does the Sun. All right. So I like this. Okay, there's a sense of freedom coming through, especially with open your heart. I quite like this. All right, because it's super ambiguous, we're going to move forward. They're just saying the overall energy of this week is absolute happiness. Let's see what else is coming through for you. What was going on in the energy of Taurus? Energy of Taurus this week. The Empress, freaking love that. That is your card. Okay, stepping into your Venus energy, which is all about love and beauty and comfort and all that good stuff. Now, the Empress knows her worth. She does not settle for anything less. Some of you could be pregnant at this time just because the Empress is about pregnancy, but you don't have to be. This can really just be about there is something that you guys are nurturing and cultivating at this time. She's got something in her belly, she's growing something, she's creating a baby, right? So her body is. So for some of you, you guys could be working on something behind the scenes, and that's just something that's coming through with the Empress. Now, this is all about self-love, love for others, love for self. Because you also have open your heart here is the main message for you. You guys have such a big heart. All right. So this is just really about putting that out there into the world. Okay. Showing up. You're glowing. Love this energy for you guys, Taurus. Beautiful energy to come through. Now, in terms of what could be your challenge or blockage this week is the Knight of Wands, which is interesting because that kind of reminds me of the action card, to be honest. So I will clarify that. Maybe it's a lack of optimism in a sense. Maybe it is, let's see what it is. Why is the Knight of Wands in a challenge or blockage position? The Nine of Wands. So for some of you, you might have a bit of a guard up when it comes down to certain goals or dreams. That's your challenge here, is to actually start to take action. Now, they're also showing me this is like the isolation card. It's like you're on one side of this fence, and maybe you're watching other people go to these events or do these certain things, and you're looking from the outside. And Spirit is almost trying to invite you to the other side. It's okay to let your guard down. It's okay to open your heart. It's okay to feel the way that you feel. Because we have opened your heart and allowing yourself to feel a full range of feelings and emotions, and the Nine of Wands being the wounded warrior, this tells me you have been through a lot in your heart space. That's why you're scared. Wounded warrior, fearful. You've been through something before and you're worried that it will happen again. Whether it's feeling like a failure, which I will say some of you might resonate with, because of the Knight of Wands is all about like chasing your dreams and goals and conquering them and, you know, running after them and learning new things. So the fact that that's in your challenged position to be like that again tells me that maybe you did take action towards something and felt like a failure in some way. Maybe it didn't work out. Maybe you weren't consistent enough, or maybe you just, you know, a door closed. It wasn't for you. And maybe you took that personally and felt like it was your fault. Or maybe, you know, whatever it is to you, I feel like Spirit wants you to step into that. Your challenge here is to take action and to do it in a positive way. To seek more knowledge, maybe even as well, because the Knight of Wands can also be about learning, okay, and travel. But the Nine of Wands is like, I'm a bit skeptical about going in that direction happily. You know, it's almost like enthusiasm is your challenge. You're afraid of being enthusiastic before you see results, right? You're an earth sign, you're grounded anyways. But that's what they're wanting you to kind of figure out here with the Nine of Wands. Let's get one more for that. With the Knight of Wands, why is this Knight of Wands blockage here for Taurus this week? You have the Death card, so death and rebirth, okay? It's about change. And the Three of Swords, yeah. So for a lot of you, it's about releasing something that's hurt you in the past. Whether it be a relationship, whatever it is to you. Three of Swords is about heartache and pain. You can literally see that here. The Death card is all about change and transformation. Things are changing here, okay? And I feel like it's because they're wanting you, I feel like with the Knight of Wands, to overcome something, to have that enthusiasm, to feel more positive, whatever it is, with the Knight of Wands, to chase those dreams and goals, it feels like you have to process some sort of rejection or separation or, you know, something in the past. The Death card is almost like a reminder here that, okay, that is over and done with. Okay, that won't repeat itself again. Like, you're safe. And I feel like I said this to you last time, like, you are safe moving forward. And it's okay to let go of this pain. Okay? And be more happy and be more enthusiastic and to speak to more people and to have more things. The Knight of Wands is expansion, right? That's what it's about. It's ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarius energy. So it's like a part of you might crave new experiences and new things, and you want to be more ambitious and you want to take more action, which is here. Spirit saying go for it. All right. But death and rebirth. So something is ended. But with that ending, there is a rebirth. Maybe that's what the bittersweet energy is about. Okay. You know, maybe if some of you are having to kind of go on without somebody, that can also be something here that's quite painful. Maybe you feel a bit guilty. If I move forward and if I'm happy, then maybe it means that I, you know, didn't have those feelings that I did, or, you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is for you, but just to let you know, you can move forward with your life. Okay. You don't need to hold yourself back. All right, let's see. Let's clarify the rest for you. Let's see. Why is the sun here in the overall energy for Taurus? The Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is about freeing yourself from scarcity mindset and the feeling of lack or loss, okay? Which again is like, a lot of this is about that, so you can have happiness. It makes sense with what we were saying over here. Five of Pentacles, it does again feel like something has been taken from you, or you've lost something in your life, okay? And maybe you're unhappy with where you are financially, or maybe you are unhappy with what you got materialistically as well. That's where vanity could be coming through, and they're asking you to be free yourself and let go. You can be who you want to be, express yourself. Maybe some of you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not beautiful enough, or you're not rich enough, or you're not, perfect enough, or whatever it is to you guys. Like, I feel like with the Five of Pentacles and the Sun, they're saying, love who you are now. Even if you're working on being better, appreciate where you are now, because it's a part of your story. It doesn't have to be the ending and the conclusion. It's up to us to fix that and to deal with that and to move forward with that. To find that outcome that you want, the end of the story, the conclusion. But, find a way to free yourself from something, even if you don't have what you want to have right now. Because the Sun is all about happiness. And again, childlike nature. Children never know when they're growing up and struggle, really, unless you tell them. Because they make fun with anything. They use their imagination. So for some of you, I feel like that's what it's calling for you to do, to maybe be a bit more creative. And as adults, we have more responsibility. I get it. But they're kind of asking for you to step into that Sun energy. So overall energy for this week. Right. Let's look at the Empress in your position for the lovely Taurus. Page of Pentacles. Love that. Because it came up on top of express love and isolation, if you saw, it does feel like you guys are in your energy right now. You might be learning or feeling like you want to start to make more connections with people, more friendships, or to learn new things like we've been saying. But learning how to express love as well is interesting. Because Empress, again, Venusian energy, love is what Venus represents, love and beauty. All the good things in life is what comes through with the Empress. Luxury, whatever it is to you guys. She likes the finer things in life. The Empress and Venus, and you guys are ruled by that planet. So that is what you guys enjoy. So Page of Pentacles is interesting with that, because it's about taking the first step into a new space or a new way of being even as well. So maybe you guys are learning how to be the Empress. You're learning how to be more nurturing and learning how to release the reins a little bit to have power in attracting and not always chasing things. And especially, with what we've been saying here as well. Now, they do want you to take action, but it's almost like you're doing it because you're passionate about it, not because you're feeling forced to change your circumstances. Does that make sense? I don't know. Right, let's carry on here. Let's see what else is going on here for Taurus this week. Let's see what's going on in their external. The Knight of Cups. So some of you do have romantic interest around you, or somebody here who does have your best intentions in mind. But let's clarify that before we say it. Who is this Knight of Cups in the external environment for Taurus this week? I don't know if I would take that. Knight of Cups, please. Can we have a clear card? Thank you. The Fool. All right. Well, this could be a new person, or so in terms of your external environment, like part of me just wants to say that this is you as well, because it really is about opening a heart space. Now, in terms of people around you, because that's in your external environment, this is a very emotional set of cards. The Fool isn't really, but only because it's got this body of water here, and that's where the Knight of Cups is going. It's going to fill up its cup. So for a lot of you, you're kind of being called to go into environments that scare you, not fearful because you're scared for your life, but you're fearful because it's new. They're wanting you to do new things. They want you to take that risk, go into that social circle, go to that invite, that event, even if it's on your own. You never know who you'll meet there. The Knight of Cups does represent love for some of you. So for some of you, somebody's wearing their heart in their sleeve. This could be a new person with the Fool card, or a current love interest could be asking you for a new journey in some way, like a clean slate, fresh beginning. So Fool is that, all right, taking a new journey. So this is it's a set of very vulnerable cards, really. So for some of you, maybe that's why you're being called to express love, to be more nurturing and understanding with whoever this is. Could be, it could even be your child for some of you. Somebody could be coming through with a lot of emotions to communicate with you. They could be taking the risk to it's a risk to them to express something to you. Maybe because they need your help in some way. With the exchanging gifts, maybe they just want your advice. But it feels quite nice. I don't exactly feel bad about whatever that energy is. It feels like somebody's kind of overcoming a fear, even if it's you, by coming through very emotionally. Okay? Right. And for a lot of you, you are really being called to do that in your external environments, to kind of just go all in. That's what it feels like, right? Let's see in your inner world. The Wheel of Fortune is interesting. I'm seeing like a clock is ticking in your mind, because they're showing me like the head and they're showing me on the forehead is like a clock ticking. That's all that's going on in your mind. The Wheel of Fortune is all about expansion, and it is about your luck changing. So that's nice news. So why is this in your inner world? It's also my card for like expect the unexpected and divine timing and all that stuff. So let's see what this is about. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the inner world of Taurus? Okay, one more. Two of Cups being here. Some of you are being a lot more open to love here, especially if you've been in isolation or just connections with people. Okay, the Hanged Man and the Page of Cups. So you're changing. Your inner world is changing. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is showing up there. That's why your seasons are changing. Okay. The Hanged Man being about you're looking and observing life differently. Maybe because things have been a bit slow or stagnant lately. Maybe things have been quite difficult and uncomfortable for you. You know, the Hanged Man is upside down. That's not comfortable, but because they've made peace here, they're understanding, okay, this gives me an opportunity to look at things quite differently. And that's why they gain enlightenment. Page of Cups is also like emotional news. Because it's going on in your inner world, it does feel like maybe some of you are really processing maybe some childhood, you know, your inner child here. Like we were saying in the beginning, this could also be what you're doing here. Learning about where certain mindsets came from or why you feel a certain way, like that's fine. Like maybe this is why you're feeling your feelings. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. Page of Cups, those are your inner feelings. And the Hanged Man, you're looking at them differently. We have the Two of Cups here though. So for a lot of you, you're kind of understanding that maybe at first you thought, I feel this way because I don't want anyone around me, but maybe you're actually understanding that maybe I do want a certain connection I once thought I didn't want. Like it feels like because you're looking at it differently, you're changing your mind about something inside. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here, because things are actually turning in a different way. Interesting. All right, one more as a card of advice for Taurus, please, Spirit. Let's see. Advice for Taurus this week. The Nine of Cups. To do things that make you happy, I guess. This is a card of wish fulfillment. So going towards what it is that you want and desire, just like the Made for You says. It says, yes, your gut feeling is right. Stop overthinking and go for it. Just like action coming through. This could very much be a conversation with the exchanging gifts, right? Why is the Nine of Cups here in advice? What advice do you have for Taurus? Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, yeah, absolutely about having fun. Really good for connections with others as well. The Two of Swords, making a decision. You know that saying where it's like, not making a choice is still a choice. It's when it comes down to maybe not changing anything or not reacting to something in a way. For a lot of you, the Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords and the Four of Wands is really about making important decisions, following your gut instincts, just like Made for You says, to go towards things that bring you joy. Okay? Feelings wise, you're being really called to focus on your feelings, things that make you feel good. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. Okay? So your advice is to make important decisions and choices that will help you align to feelings of celebration. Now, this combination does tell me that you are going to reach some sort of goal, but the Two of Swords tells me that there is some choice to make, even if it's just based on your mindset. Okay, to go in a certain direction here, trusting in your intuition. Okay. Not on our bias, that's different, but trusting in your inner guidance and what it's telling you. Okay? Again, what about? I'm not exactly sure. Four of Wands can be love related because it's like an engagement card, but it's also about just reaching milestones and celebrating things and going to a social event even as well, because it is what the card represents. So interesting reading for you guys, but that's what I got for you. Let me know how it was for you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe as well if you enjoy these readings. But aside from that, I'll see you guys next time. All right.